Hi everyone, so today we are going to discuss more about the algebraic differentiation and we will talk about a little bit about chain rule here. So we'll continue with the few examples where we have to do simplifications. So let's take first example, 9x to the power 4 minus 4 over x power 3. Okay, so here basically we have to simplify first. This is your y equal to, then I will try to simplify it further because I'm not happy with the fraction one which is here. So I can write this one as x to the power minus 3 because this will move on the top and the sign of the power get changed. Okay, so now here I can try to differentiate this function. So y dash will be equal to, we don't have to do anything with the 9, so 9 differentiation of x power 4 is 4x power 3, and again we don't have to do anything with 4, and differentiation of x power minus 3 is minus 3 x power minus 4 because the power get reduced by 1. So if you have uh, x power 3, differentiation of this will be minus 3 will come in the front and x minus 3 minus 1. So that's why I have written here x power minus 4. Now if you want to simplify, this will become y dash is equal to 36x to the power 3 minus and minus plus, and this 4 times 3 is your 12 x power minus 4. Okay, and if you want to further simplify in the fraction, you can write x 36 x power 3 or plus 12, and this can go in the denominator and that will become x to the power 4. So this is your final answer for this question. Okay, so hope you understand this question. Now let's move to the second question. Now let's take this question, which is y is equal to 3 over 5 x to the power 10 plus 3x to the power 6. So first we will spend few seconds to analyze these questions. So none of the variable is in the fraction, but only the number is in the fraction, which is fine for me. So now I will try to differentiate directly. I don't have to do anything with 3 over 5. Then I have to differentiate x to the power 10. So differentiation of this will become 10 x to the power 9 plus 3. We don't have to do anything with 3. And now I will write differentiation of x to the power 6, which is 6 x to the power 5. If you want, you can simplify it further. Now what you will see here is this and this cancel by 2, which is 6x to the power 9, and 3 multiplied by 6 is your 18 x to the power 5. So this would be your final answer. But if you want to simplify it further, you can do it like, you can take common x, 6x to the power 5, you can take common, and then you will be left with x to the power 4 from here and 3 from there. This is also your final answer. You can write any of them, both are correct. Okay, now let's take another question. X power question 3. Now think about this question. Y is equal to root x power 10. Okay, so we will try to analyze this question first. Now the problem with this question is, here we have under root x. So we will try to simplify it in a good algebraic terms. So it can be written as x to the power half to the power 10. If you use indices, this will become x to the power half times 10, because power raised to the power always get multiplied. So this will become y is equal to x to the power 5. Now differentiation of this is y dash is 5 x to the power 4. This is your final answer. There is no trouble here in differentiation, only the problem is in simplification here. So you have to spend a little bit time here to simplify it further in a good algebraic expression. Okay, we'll take another question. Question 4. Now think about this. 3x to the power 4 plus 8x divided by 2x. Okay, now these two are in fractions, and there is another way to solve this, which is called the quotient rule, but we will use it later. But right now think about, can it be further simplified? So my answer is yes, it can be further simplified. What you can do is you can divide each term by 2x. So 3x to the power 4 divided by 2x plus 8x divided by 2x. So now what you'll get here, if you divide by 2x, you will get 3 over 2 x to the power 3, because this has power 1. So x to the power 4, take away minus 1, okay, because in division we do subtraction. Okay, so this will become 4, and x will be cancelled out. So this is your simplification. Now I will try to differentiate this function. So y dash would be 3 over 2, and differentiation of this is 3x square plus differentiation of 4 is 0. So your answer would be 9 over 2 x square. So this is your final answer. Okay, so this is more about how you can split them and divide them and get a good algebraic terms expression, and then you can do the differentiation. Okay, now let's take another question. What you would do if you get a question like this? Differentiate this function. Okay, now this is not, everything is in the sorts form, so we will try to convert them first. So for conversion, I can write y is equal to x to the power half, which is fine, and here I can write x to the power half. Okay, now again I can do, I don't have to do anything with this, so I will write as it is, and this I can write x to the power minus half. I will try to move this on the top, so the power sign will get changed. Okay, now this is the good algebraic expression. Now I will try to differentiate it. So you can write y dash is equal to, differentiation of this is half x power half minus 1, okay, plus differentiation of this would be minus half x to the power minus half, and power gets subtracted by 1. Okay, so this will become half x to the power minus half, and this will become minus half x to the power minus 3 over 2. So this is your final answer anyway, but if you want to simplify, you can also write 1 over 2 under root x directly, because this will go in fraction. I can write it here, half x to the power half and this will become minus half x to the power 3 over 2. So I'm reporting the final answer here, minus half x power 3. So this is your final answer. You can write either in this way or in this way, but if you get a question, the question is starting with the cert, so try to report the answer also in the cert form. So hope you understand how we are simplifying any expression before trying to differentiate that. Okay, so now we will talk about algebraic fraction. We are going to talk about some algebra where we cannot simplify it or simplification becomes difficult. Then we can use a chain rule. And I'm not going to talk about the difficult way to solve any chain rule, because in living certs you will not get a direct question of the chain rule. It will be a sub part. So we will try to solve using the shortcut method here. Okay, so let's take a question. Y equal to x plus 1 to the power 2. If I ask you differentiate this function, it would be easier for you, because what you can do is you can multiply this 2 times, and the final answer you will get from here is this, right? And then you can write the differentiation of this function is 2x plus 2. Okay, so this is quite easy because you have just power as a 2, but let's say if you have a power like x plus 1 to the power 10, then it would be difficult for you to multiply 10 times. So we will use a chain rule. What I called here is the bracket strategy, right? So first you have to identify, the first point is identify which kind of question it is. So it's algebraic, because some question will belongs to exponential trigonometric function. So this is your algebraic functions, and you have to use a relatable formula. So formula for differentiation of algebraic function, which is x to the power n, is n x to the power n minus 1. This is your differentiation. Okay, now so this is algebraic function. So what we have to do is you have to use everything on the bracket. Like let's say if we have x square, differentiation of this is 2x. So if you have a bracket square, differentiation of that will be 2 bracket power 1. And then we will multiply everything by differentiation of whatever inside the bracket. And then the last step would be multiply by differentiation of bracket. Okay, so you have to remember these 3 steps. Identify the question, second is use the relevant formula, and then finally multiply by differentiation of the bracket. Okay, so let's do this question. Now y is equal to x to the power x plus 1 to the power 10. So differentiation of this will be bracket to the power 10 is 10 bracket power 9 multiplied by differentiation of the bracket, which is 1 in this case. So, and whatever is inside bracket will not change. This is quite easy, and you got your answer as 10 x plus 1 to the power 9. Okay, now let's take a little bit. Let's now take another question, which is y is equal to x cube plus 2x power 5. Now multiplication, first we need to identify the multiplication of this would be very difficult. So what I will do is I will use the bracket strategy here. and this belongs to the algebraic function. So I will write differentiation of this would be 5 bracket power 4 multiplied by differentiation of the bracket, which is 3x square plus 2. Okay, and we will copy whatever inside the bracket. So this is your final answer, which would be, you can write 5 3x square plus 2 x cube plus 2x to the power 4. Okay, now let's take another question on this bracket strategy. Y is equal to root x plus 2x power 4. So here we cannot multiply it because it would be difficult, and also simultaneously we have to simplify this. So I will first simplify this question, and this will become x to the power 4. Now I will try to use the bracket strategy, which is y dash is equal to 4 bracket power 3, whatever inside the bracket I will fill it, multiplied by differentiation of the bracket. So differentiation of the bracket is half x to the power minus half plus 2. This would be your final answer. In this way, we can solve most of your algebraic questions. So either the question will be direct question or using the chain rule, which is we call the bracket strategy. So I will write the summary of this, which is first identify, then second one would be relevant formula, and then you can use the bracket strategy, which is bracket strategy multiplied by differentiation of bracket. So hope you understand this.